As the US economy continues to dominate political debate, a new question is emerging: how do Donald Trump supporters feel about the economy today? Despite concerns over inflation, interest rates, and the cost of living, many Trump voters remain optimistic. But why? And what does it reveal about America's political and economic landscape? Let's take a closer look. The US economy remains one of the most important issues for American voters. Although inflation has eased compared with its peak a few years ago, many households continue to feel pressure from higher prices for groceries, housing, healthcare, and everyday necessities. Interest rates also remain relatively high, making mortgages and loans more expensive for many families. For many Americans, the economy isn't measured only by government statistics. It's measured by what they pay every time they visit the grocery store, fill up their gas tank, or pay monthly bills. Recent interviews with Trump supporters across several US states reveal a consistent message. Many say they believe the economy performed better during Donald Trump's first term than it does today. Some voters point to lower inflation before the COVID-19 pandemic, while others say they remember lower gasoline prices, stronger job opportunities, and greater confidence in the country's economic direction. Others argue that small businesses faced fewer regulations and that overall consumer confidence felt stronger. However, economists caution that comparing different time periods is more complicated. They note that the global economy experienced extraordinary disruptions after the pandemic, including supply chain problems, labor shortages, and international conflicts that affected energy and food prices worldwide. Many experts say these global events influenced inflation in nearly every major economy, not just in the United States. Still, perception often matters as much as economic data in politics. Opinion polls suggest that many Republican voters continue to trust Donald Trump more than other political leaders when it comes to handling the economy. Supporters frequently cite his background in business and his promises to reduce taxes, encourage investment, and expand domestic manufacturing. Trump has also pledged to increase tariffs on certain imported goods, arguing that higher tariffs would encourage companies to manufacture more products inside the United States and create additional American jobs. Supporters believe these policies could strengthen domestic industries and reduce dependence on foreign manufacturing. Critics, however, warn that higher tariffs may also increase prices for consumers if businesses pass higher import costs onto shoppers. Economists remain divided over the long-term effects. Some argue that tariffs can protect strategic industries and domestic jobs. Others believe they may slow international trade and increase costs for businesses and consumers. Meanwhile, many independent voters say their economic concerns remain practical rather than political. They are focused on whether wages continue to rise, whether inflation stays under control, and whether housing becomes more affordable. For many Americans, these everyday financial realities matter more than campaign promises. As the next election approaches, the economy is expected to remain one of the defining issues shaping voter decisions. Whether voters prioritize inflation, employment, taxes, or economic growth could play a major role in determining the country's political future. So, what are Trump voters saying about the economy now? Many continue to express confidence in Donald Trump's economic approach and believe the country performed better during his previous administration. At the same time, economists emphasize that today's economic challenges are influenced by both domestic policies and global events. Ultimately, voters will decide which economic vision they trust most in the years ahead. Thank you for watching WorldWire 3D. If you found this report informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbiased global news and in-depth analysis.